Morning everybody, Silverbolt here, back for a Transformers review, going to be doing, as per the title page obviously, Generation 1 Pipes. Now, Pipes is a very good soldier, and he has all the qualities that are very much admired in a soldier. He's very tough, he's very brave, he's quite resourceful, things like that. He likes to think on his feet, and he can think on his feet. And he has one little eccentricity, and he's really the Arthur Weasley of the Autobot world, in that he has, for some strange reason, a fascination with Earth technology. Despite the fact that Earth technology is considerably more primitive than Cybertronian, but he loves it, and on the Ark he actually develops an entire museum of human technology, from the most mundane things like nose trimmers to, lawn mowers to washing machines. And he collects them for some. Why you'd want to collect washing machines, I don't know. But, Arthur Weasley's a thing for rubber ducks, so there we go. Pipes is obviously one of the minibots, and the minibots get their own little show in Series 3, where Pipes is actually leading the minibots in the defence of the crashed Ark in Mount St. Helen against the attack of Trypticon. And he's pretty much leading the defence. Now, of course, the Autobot in the cartoon, the Autobots fail at this point, and the volcano is destroyed along with most of the Ark. So, and you wouldn't exactly call it a disgrace, seeing as, you've got half a dozen little mini-bots, who are about the size of a human being, up against Trypticon, who's the size of Metroplex, who incidentally is, well, no, we won't go that one, because there's a huge difference between the size of Metroplex and the size of Metroplex in the Japanese, but there we go. Anyway, yes, he later accompanies Rodimus Prime, Cup, and the aerial bots to to a source where they found out that the Quintessons were trying to go back in time to prevent the Autobots rebelling. Because, of course, in the G1 continuity, the Quintessons created the Cybertronians, who then rebelled. And the Quintessons are actually trying to stop that happening, and thus keeping their power base of the galaxy. Pipes, for some strange random reason, actually becomes a field medic and tries to repair Perceptor, whilst Perceptor is, of course, pumping out his inane techno babble that Perceptor likes to come out with. Pipes' main claim to fame is the fact that it's something he can't always control either, is that his pipes release highly corrosive gases, which he himself is immune to, but it can melt steel. They're highly corrosive, so, he'd make a good, horror villain, I see you now, Batman. No, you don't. But there we go. And the fact that he can't always control them, you'd think would put him off a little bit, but no, he's quite happy, piping away, all that thing, if he was a Hesha pipe, he'd be great. Anyway, that's not the point. Onto the comics. Now, Pipes was really only in the UK Marvel comics. And when Pipes was in the Autobot Academy, he nearly lost his friend Tailgate during an initiation stunt going into Cybertron's underground, which was very much, full of big nasty beasties. Him and Outback head into the underground after Tailgate and see Tailgate being attacked by a load of techno-mutants. Outback, instead of rushing to his friend's defence, decides, we'll stand here and we'll let him beat them. Tailgate does, and he gets the respect. And that's about all that Pipes really does for the Marvel UK comics. And the Dreamwave, he does about as much, in that he watches Optimus Prime's rampage through San Francisco when Shockwave is pumping out a load of anti-Autobot propaganda. And that's really all about that Pipes really does. Now, onto the toy itself. It is a redeco of Huffer, as is quite painfully obvious from the initial shape of the toy. However, it has been unlike say things like, well, for instance, Tailgate, who was just a repaint of Windcharger, This one has actually been quite extensively redone. He has no hands at all. And in the robot vehicle mode, he looks quite, significantly like Huffer, the original G1 Huffer toy. But he transforms completely different, as in, you pull the arms out, like so, pull the legs down, and then you just flip the cab over. So he's actually the exact opposite to Huffer. Because Huffer's front is Outback's back. No, Huffer's front is Pipes' back, and vice versa. So that's you see Outback in robot mode. For a minibot, he's all right. Apart from the fact his shoulders are pretty much, just his wheels, and then, well, he can't actually hold his arms by his sides. They actually pop out somewhere along his spine. But there we go. I mean, it's only a minibot. What do you expect? You can't expect masterpiece, Takara, oobly dribbly goodness for a minibot. Which is unfortunate, but there we go. I picked Pipes up at Auto Assembly. It's one of my many, many Auto Assembly purchases. And I think I got him for £3. I can't quite remember now, because I bought rather a lot, as most people are aware. And it is a very basic Transform. The only other thing I can really say about him is the absolutely huge Autobot symbol he has. I mean, it's gigantic for his size. But there we go. Not an awful lot to say about him. He's one of the mini-bots. Pick him up. As I said, another mini-bot video. If you're paying more than a £5 for him, you've been robbed. Funky little character. Didn't really get to do an awful lot. But then so many of the later Transformers didn't. But there we go. Okay, I'm pretty much all about done with Pipes. There's not really an awful lot more I can say on him. But for now, this is Silverbolt with the Autobot Pipes signing off, saying au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen.